Let's talk about welfare for the rich and the powerful. Now, we start off from a proposition that the wealthiest 1% of the population in this country owns more wealth than the bottom 90%. So if we're going to talk, I guess it's not interesting, Mr. Chairman.
Harry Truman once said there are 14 or 15 million Americans who have the resources to have representatives in Washington to protect their interests. And that the interests of the great mass of the other people, 150 or 60 million, is the responsibility of the President of the United States, and I propose to fulfill it.
I believe that the majority of the plain people of the United States will, day in and day out, make fewer mistakes in governing themselves than any smaller class or body of men, no matter what their training, will make in trying to govern. I am not leading this fight as a matter of aesthetic pleasure. I am leading because somebody must lead, or else the fight would not be made at all.
I'm worried about the fact that our workers are seeing a decline in their standard of living. They want to see our industry be rebuilt. Let's invest in American industry. No, I won't yield. The American people want to see our kids educated. They want to wipe out the fact that 5 million children in this country go to bed hungry.
We suffered the worst economic crisis since the 1930s because of the greed, recklessness, and illegal behavior on Wall Street. I believe we should break up these major financial institutions. I don't believe you can control them. I don't believe you can regulate them. They regulate the Congress.
And we know now that government by organized money is just as dangerous as government by organized mob.
Don't tell me that we have to be the only major country on earth that doesn't guarantee health care to all people as a right.
The time has come for us to begin investing in jobs and education for our kids, not jails and incarceration.
We are at a crucial moment in American history, and it is imperative that we learn from the civil rights movement, which achieved so many extraordinary victories, that we organize, that we educate, that we bring people together to create an America that works for all of us.
I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up, live out the true meaning of its creeds. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. I have a dream.
All over this country, you have a lot of bright, decent, good people. They're saying, you know what? The situation is hopeless. You can't beat the Koch brothers. You can't beat the billionaires. You can't win. I'm giving up. That is exactly what they want us to believe. And I beg of you, do not enter that world of despair.
We are in a country where hundreds of thousands of young people who are bright, who want a good college education. You know what they're saying? I can't afford it. I am not going to go to college. And think of what that means, not only for the family and the individual, what does it mean for our country?
Can you imagine somebody who has worked his or her entire life, expects to retire with a certain level of income, and suddenly, after 20, 30, 40 years of work, suddenly wakes up in the morning and finds out that that promise has been cut in half? Wow, that is awful.
You are living in the wealthiest country in the history of the world. And when we stand together, when we do not allow demagogues to divide us up as to whether we're white or black or Hispanic, whether we are born in this country or born abroad, whether we are straight or gay, whether we're men or women, when we stand together, we can accomplish extraordinary things.